Some interesting news just broke out about MrBeast suing his partner, or well, now it seems like his ex-partner. And this all revolves around his fast food chain, Beast Burger. And it's pretty insane how we got here because Beast Burger was massively praised in the middle of the pandemic when they launched. Because when they did so, they revived a bunch of small restaurants all across America that was currently struggling because of the pandemic. Then only a little bit over a year later, they did one of the largest grand openings ever. But now suddenly things have gotten so bad that lawsuits have broken out. So how do we get here? Well, MrBeast launched Beast Burger in the end of 2020. In this, he made the concept Ghost Kitchens mainstream, alongside the company he partnered up with called Virtual Dining Concepts. Because his first advertisement for it gained over 100 million views, and this was a video titled, "I opened a restaurant that pays you to eat at it."
If you like what you saw in this video, you too can eat Beast Burgers. I literally just opened 300 restaurants all across America, but we only serve people through delivery apps. Basically, open up whatever you use and search MrBeast Burger. And we even have our own app, MrBeast Burger. And you can order anything from our amazing and delicious menu. You can order a Beast style burger, which is basically my favorite burger. And not only that, you can also order a Chandler style, a Chris style, and a Carl style. Or you can order all four and see which one tastes the best. For whatever reason, Carl likes grilled cheeses, but with the buns inverted. So if you order a Carl's grilled cheese, you get an inverted grilled cheese. It's weird. Chandler likes his burgers plain, and Chris loves having fries on his burgers. And like I said, we have hundreds of locations all across America. Just open up your favorite delivery apps and search MrBeast Burgers.
Essentially, like I have on my mat over here with someone who sort of resembles Nikocado Avocado, we have dropship burgers over here. They didn't own any of the restaurants. What was kind of cool about it was giving all these small businesses all around America the additional customer base if they chose to make MrBeast Burgers. And this, as I stated earlier too, was referred to as Ghost Kitchens, and it was pioneered by MrBeast and Virtual Dining Concepts. On the bright side, this gave mom and pop restaurants a whole new revenue stream, but on the downside, it seems like because of how much demand there was, they didn't do enough quality control to see who was actually making these burgers. Ironically, I found a very great analogy for it in MrBeast's very own video promoting the Beast Burger.
Guys, I have good news. Bailey's here to help. Hey! I know you've never made food before, but just throw burgers together. Get in here. Go. Just start making things.
After reading the lawsuit, it seems like that was a pretty good analogy for what happened. And this left a wide range when it came to quality, because some of it was great, but some of the other stuff was probably made by people that had nothing to do in the restaurant industry. See, that looks absolutely disgusting. I don't want my fast food burger to be cooked like my steak. But after every influencer and their grandmom stopped promoting it, we didn't really hear too much from Beast Burger until that massive mall launch that Colin Samir covered. And after that, we didn't hear anything from Beast Burger for a long time until MrBeast suddenly started tweeting about it, and articles started to spring up about it saying MrBeast has allegedly stepped back from MrBeast Burger. And these articles were all quoting his tweets that stated, "I started MrBeast Burger to help restaurants make more money during the pandemic." And it worked. But sadly, when working with 2,000 restaurants I don't own, it's impossible to guarantee the order quality. I'm moving on from MrBeast Burger so I can focus on Feastables and making snacks. So this means during the upcoming days, you will retire MrBeast Burger places via delivery and whatnot, since I wanted to try MrBeast Burger since it has been in London for a while. To which you replied, "I would if I could, but the company I partnered with won't let me stop even though it's terrible for my brand. Young Beast signed a bad deal." It's been alleged that MrBeast Burger has generated roughly $100 million since it was created, and it seems like he's way more worried about the damage that it's causing his brand rather than any money he can make from Beast Burger, which is understandable because his other company, Feastables, actually has quality and consistent products. I mean, I even keep some of them around the house because his ingredients are actually great compared to his competition. But remember the ad that we watched earlier promoting the Beast Burger brand? That's now been completely edited out of the video, and the description changed from this to this. But the big shocker here is when it came out that MrBeast sued that company he partnered with, and now, just a couple hours ago, that company responded. And spoiler alert, it's a terrible response, so we have a lot to unpack here. Oh, big words, dude. Big words. Here we come. But on the 31st of July, MrBeast sued Virtual Dining Concepts and their parent company, seeking a declaratory judgment order that Beast Investments has the immediate right to terminate its deal with VDC and asking for unspecified monetary damages. And this lawsuit's just absolutely insane. I'll give a quick TLDR of it and read some of the highlights from it. But MrBeast is suing Virtual Dining Concepts because he alleges they've done a lot of damage to his brand. He also alleges that they've used his brand for advertisements without his permission, filed for trademarks without his permission, and if I understand this correctly, never ever paid him, nor have they disclosed the financials with him, allegedly. And there's definitely some big words here, so if I do mispronounce them, be patient with me. I'm just on this floating rock just like you guys trying to learn every day. But some of the key points from the lawsuit says, because quality and fan or customer satisfaction are paramount above all else for MrBeast, he expected that his fans would be in the receipts of excellent customer service and a superior branded food product. Unfortunately, however, because Virtual Dining Concepts was more focused on rapidly expanding the business as a way to pitch the virtual restaurant model to other celebrities for its own benefit, it was not focused on controlling the quality of MrBeast Burger customer experience and products. This is despite numerous objections by MrBeast, whose complaints about quality control fell on deaf ears. As a result, MrBeast Burger has been regarded as a misleading, poor reflection on the MrBeast brand that provides low quality. Products to customers are delivered late, and unbranded packaging failed to include ordered items, and in some instances were inedible. As just some examples, customers have referred to the burgers as being disgusting, revolting, and inedible. They have claimed that it's sad that MrBeast would put his name on this. MrBeast is being canceled over burgers. Never had something so nasty. Inaccurate marketing. Orlando's worst burger. Big name, poor food. Very upsetting for the high price, and likely the worst burger I've ever had. The problem is perhaps the best exemplified in the following Reddit post. And here's that post. Yeah, that looks terrible. Oh no. The lawsuit continued where they said it irreparably tarnished MrBeast's brand, filing at least 6 international trademark registrations based on the brand attributes without any right to do so and without advance written approval from the plaintiff, creating and disseminating advertising and marketing materials that featured the brand attributes without first securing the advance written approval of plaintiff. Plaintiff in this is MrBeast, which conduct is ongoing, failing to pay all amounts of owed to plaintiff, and consistently serving inedible food and providing incompetent service, which irreparably tarnished MrBeast's reputation and frustrated plaintiff's ability to benefit from the endorsement and letter agreements. It also says plaintiff has been damaged to an amount that has not yet been fully ascertained, but to which plaintiff believes is in the excess of $10 million. And it continues by saying, by entering the endorsement and letter agreements and agreeing to run the operations of the MrBeast Burger business, manage its finances, collect revenue, and transmit profit share to plaintiff, defendants knowingly undertook to act on behalf of and for the benefit of the plaintiff with respect to the preparation of accurate financial statements and the payment of the appropriate profit share to the plaintiff. Defendants have at all relevant times maintained exclusive control of the financial books and records pertaining to the calculation of plaintiff's profit share. And again, plaintiff is MrBeast, and he's alleging that he has not received any profit share from the business since its inception, almost 3 years ago, and does not have access to the relevant books and records of this business. As a result, the balance due from the defendant's plaintiff can only be ascertained by an accounting because the information necessary to determine the balance due is within the exclusive knowledge of defendants. So overall, these are just some insane allegations from MrBeast's camp. If they're all true, I completely understand the lawsuit. And at the bottom of the lawsuit, they essentially wrote what they were hoping to achieve with this lawsuit, which reads, for entry of declaratory judgment order by the court that MrBeast Investments has the immediate right to terminate the endorsement and letter agreements and no further obligation to engage in the MrBeast Burger business with defendants. Second point is for an accounting of all revenues and expenses of the MrBeast Burger business. And number 3 is for preliminary and permanent injunction relief to prevent defendants from engaging in any further use of MrBeast's name, image, likeliness, intellectual property rights, and or public rights, and the MrBeast brand. Number 4 is awarding Beast Investments its share of the royalty payments and further damages in an amount to be determined at trial. Number 5 is compensatory damages in an amount according to proof at the time of the trial. 6, for an award of costs. 7, for an award of reasonable attorney's fees. And finally, the 8th thing is for an award of a pre-judgment and post-judgment interest for the maximum amount allowed by law. But it seems like this whole thing is not going to go down without a fight, because Virtual Dining Concepts have now recently responded to this, and they did so exclusively to Daily Mail apparently, and that reads, the complaint is riddled with false statements and inaccuracies and is a thinly veiled attempt to distract from Mr. Donaldson's and Beast Investments' breaches of the agreements between all the parties. Among those alleged violations, brass at the Orlando company said were Mr. Donaldson's recent false disparaging statements regarding the MrBeast Burger brand and VDC aired in the Monday lawsuit. The statement went on to claim that the suit comes as a part of MrBeast-led bullying tactic to negotiate a new deal to better serve his own financial interests. Lawyers for the company founded by Trish and Robert said that was to the detriment of approximately 10 million happy MrBeast Burger customers, hundreds of restaurants, and the thousands of employees who make MrBeast Burger products daily. It states Mr. Donaldson recently attempted to negotiate a new deal to serve his own monetary interests. When VDC refused to accede to his bullying tactics and to give up more of the company to him, he filed this ill-advised and meritless lawsuit seeking to undermine the MrBeast Burger brand and terminate his existing contractual obligations without cause. It then calls attention to what execs labeled as the alleged basis for Donaldson's complaint, that his reputation has been materially and irresponsibly harmed by the several negative reviews and complaints aired in the lawsuit, which lawyers for Donaldson wrote echoed the sentiment of thousands. The firm, whose past celebrity partnerships include Mariah Carey and Jersey Shore star Pauly D, I haven't heard that name in a while, said in reality, Mr. Donaldson's notoriety has grown exponentially over the life of MrBeast Burger brand, in part because of the MrBeast Burger brand itself. It's a little bit delusional to claim that millions of people tried the MrBeast Burger without even hearing about MrBeast and then went, you know what, this burger's pretty good. Let me go subscribe to the MrBeast channel on YouTube. That just doesn't seem realistic at all. It seems like the focus on growth and scaling MrBeast Burger was more important for virtual dining concepts than properly vetting and only adding quality restaurants. To me, it sounds like that caused the collapse of MrBeast Burger. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens in court because this thing's likely going to go to court. But I mean, hey, at least no one decided to steal a plane just to flex on social media like these two guys did. So I recommend checking it out because it is an absolutely wild story, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.